We are 15 kilometers away from Tadwai. find ourselves a small patch of land to pitch our tents and go about the shooting. Of course, with a small, meager, and humble shooting equipment, we ventured to capture the great occasion in a sincere bid to bring to book the magnitude of the festival.
Unique in fairs and festivals of the country, and rarest of its kind in the world, this frenetic concentration of half a crore of human beings coming from all walks of life, from many different castes, is an extraordinary example of the vitality of the spoken word. The values, sentiments, and practices spread and passed over generations by word of mouth, surviving in a constantly changing environment without the assistance of any written material or edicts on the subject. This is in reality history, but come to stay here in the hearts of the people as a legend. It was a very challenging subject for any researching mind, and it caught my fancy. In 1992, in the month of February, I happened to accidentally attend this festival. I was flabbergasted by the people who poured in from faraway places. Just in a span of 3 days, congregate in a small hamlet which was surrounded by hillocks and thick forests. The approach roads to the hamlet was hardly any road, with numerous bottlenecks and hairpin curves. Yet, amazingly, people poured in as though they were tearing apart the jungle, making use of all possible available conveyances, ranging from motor cars, buses, lorries, tractors, jeeps to bullock carts, and some even walked it. This whetted my appetite to go for an in-depth study on the subject. The immediate question that rose in my mind was, what was the motivation that drove these lakhs of people to the festival grounds every 2 years on the full moon day in the month of January-February? Exposing themselves to the rigors of winter, paying no attention to cold weather, they walked their way relentlessly, miles and miles, to reach the venue and participate in a festival which lasted only 3 days.
Vendors of colorful kumkums, coconuts, vermilion, joss sticks, camphor display their goods to the floating public. Mounds of jaggery is offered as per weights of the little ones and near ones. Jaggery is termed as gold here in this festival. It is a viewer's delight to see Medaram, which otherwise has an abandoned look throughout the year, suddenly crops up to life by leaps and bounds in a single day, every 2 years during the eve of this festival. We have seen months babies and even days babies being carried by their mothers to the the festive ground to witness the festival. Such is the depth of the faith in the Mother Goddess.
The story of the Koyas. The Koyas of Medaram today are the carriers of the story, and they're hardly about 12 families. They still remember their distant past. Each year on the full moon day in the month of Magha, January, February, according to the Christian calendar, they celebrate the festival appeasing their gods and goddesses. Basically, they are animistic in worshipping the dead ones. But the festival is open to all for participation once in 2 years, every even year. Over due course of time, the festival gained such momentum that it gradually reached out of proportion patronage. In this way, the small hamlet of Medaram transforms itself into a gigantic canopy to hold 35 to 40 lakhs of people every 2 years. The survival of the Koyas at Medaram, the carriers of the unwritten history, depends on our not violating or interfering with their kind and style of celebration of their festival, their customs, and their cultural beliefs. This is not an impossible battle to win due to the constant surveillance offered by the protectionist groups as well as the government of India.
You can see the eunuch who is dancing to glory with the jatra and freaking out.
While the situation of the tribals living in the plains is very much different, a biotype of extraordinary interest and rich cultural heritage still surviving there at Medaram is constantly being threatened by man's misconception of the definition of civilization. I have been here for some days waiting in the relic of the past deep in the jungles of Ekuru Nagaram in Munigi, Taluk of Warangal district of Andhra Pradesh. My sole motive and interest now was to make a film on one of the rarest spectacles that the land has miraculously preserved and the prized possession of the tribal cultural heritage one could see here in Andhra Pradesh. My sole motive and interest now was to make a film on one of the rarest spectacles that the land has miraculously preserved, a prized possession of the tribal cultural heritage. Snubbed by academic researchers and the journalistic community, on the other hand, favored by the local tribes, I had this advantage of picturizing some rare shots due to my roots in the tribe.
Now let's see what is in store in this temple. Could that be an idol? Or could it be something else that looks like an earthen pot highlighted by a circle, smeared in turmeric and vermilion, wrapped in a red cloth, holds the relics of Saralamma. It is popularly believed that the relics are the anklets worn by the moon-faced Saralamma, a little princess of Kannapalli, another tribal hamlet 2 kilometers from Medaram.
తల్లిగా లేపుడు నేను కూడా బట్టిగా కట్టుకుంటాడు. ఇక వాళ్ళు ఇక్కడ కొన్ని మొక్కులు ఇచ్చి ఉంటారు.
One of the archakas enters into the temple and, chanting the mantra, evokes the Saralamma deity to life. The man carrying the flag announces the coming of Saralamma. It can be seen that the Archaka now is fully possessed. In a state of trance, coming out of the temple, he almost looks like a corpse, unable to even stand still. He is held firmly by the few men deputed on this job. He is now not him, but he is she, the much revered Saralamma. You can see the women folk washing the feet of the man in trance with turmeric, vermilion and flowers. And pamper, the procession takes the deity Saralamma of Kannapalli to preside over the Medaram pedestal on the Pillagadde, meaning the pedestal of the little one, which is arranged in new with the pedestal of Sammaka known as Talligadde, meaning the pedestal of the mother. This flag represents Govindaraju.
The line indicates the distance between the flag of Saralamma and Govindaraju. probably is the largest congregation of the world, as about 40 to 50 lakhs of people join this Jatra, and only for a period of 2 days. It is surprising to note that the facilities available are meager. You are looking at the pedestal where the bamboo shoot brought from Chilakalagutta is placed and the relics of Samaka installed. The unique feature here is that nowhere throughout the festival any idol of the deity is found. Only an abstract form of the goddess is observed.
I am M. Prabhakar Reddy, Deputy Chief Traffic Manager, APSRTC, Warangal region. Now that Jatra is over and almost all the passengers have been cleared, I am extremely happy to inform you that APSRTC is really happy today. The reasons being, there was not a single incident. We have operated 25 lakhs of kilometers and we have cleared 5 lakhs 50,000 of people, and there was not a single incident.
I am Aruna Kumari, Joint Commissioner Endowments Department.
This Jatra site is situated about 110 kilometers away from Warangal, which is a district in Andhra Pradesh. So about 50 lakhs people have come here to see the Jatra. This is a very unique festival. Really, it is a beautiful sight to see. So many people have come in wearing different colors of clothing. Not only tribals, you can see even the urban devotees are also coming and paying their offerings to the deity. Not only from Andhra Pradesh, but some people I have met who have come all the way from Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and UP also. People professing Hindu religion are here. But even the persons like Sikhs are there, some Muslim gentlemen, they have also come. Maybe out of curiosity they might have come, or they have paid their respects. But it definitely reflects on our secular system and the national integration. I feel so happy to see so many people, nearly 50 lakhs people have assembled here, and they are very disciplined, and there was no problem. Of course, we could not provide everything for the 50 lakhs pilgrims, but whatever is there in our hands, we could do, and we hope to do more for the next festival. Compared to Kumbh Mela, it is in a urban area, whereas this is in a very remote place where there is no proper transport facility. But thanks to APSRTC, now they have provided lot of buses to make convenient for the public to come and have darshan here. And about 50 lakhs means you can imagine whether it is bigger than, and it is a single road, yes. So I had come here before the festival started. I was here right from 29th, so that I had come beforehand so that I can see the arrangements, supervise the arrangements made.
You enjoy that?
I enjoy every minute of my stay here because everybody will not get an opportunity to serve public. So serving the public is a devotion to God. That's what my belief. And I feel so happy to see the women clad in scanty clothes coming there and giving their offerings. With small days babies they are coming. It's really a beautiful sight to see. So I enjoy every minute of my stay here.
Meaning to say, this is your, you feel this as an achievement, lifetime achievement, or?
I have got self-satisfaction that I am here in this department, that I could get this opportunity to serve not only the public but also to see the immense belief in the public.
నేను ఎగ్జిక్యూటివ్ ఆఫీసర్ దుర్గా మల్లేశ్వరి దేవస్థానంలో వర్క్ చేస్తాను. 40 లక్షల మందిని ఇక్కడ అకామిడేట్ చేసి ఫెసిలిటీస్ క్రియేట్ చేయటం అంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ ఛాలెంజ్ ఫర్ ది ఆఫీసర్స్. ఎటువంటి కెలామిటీస్ లేకుండాను ఇది చేయటం అన్నది చాలా గొప్ప విషయం. అంచేత వారు మా చీఫ్ ఫెస్టివల్ ఆఫీసర్ గారు చెప్పినట్టు ఇది చాలా పెద్ద ఫెస్టివల్ అని నా అభిప్రాయం కూడా.
కుంభమేళ చాలా పెద్ద ఫెస్టివల్ అంటారు కదండి.
కుంభమేళ నేను చూడలేదు, కానీ అక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి పరిస్థితులు వేరే, ఇక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి పరిస్థితులు వేరే. అక్కడ వెళ్ళేవాళ్ళు ఒక బాత్, కుంభమేళాలో ఆ సంగమంలో స్నానం చేయాలి అన్నటువంటి ఒక కంటికి కనిపించేటువంటి విషయం మీద రియాక్ట్ అవుతుంది. ఇక్కడ కనిపించినటువంటి విషయం, అమ్మవారు వస్తుంది, వారు తీసుకొస్తారు, అమ్మవారు మన కోరికలు తీరుస్తుంది అన్నటువంటి ఒక ఇన్ఫినిటీ కనిపించినట్టు విషయం మీద భక్తుల తాలూకా సెంటిమెంట్ ఇక్కడ చాలా గొప్ప విషయం. ఏదైనా ఎదురుగా వస్తువు కనిపించేదానికి మనం రియాక్ట్ అవ్వటం వేరే, కనిపించిన వస్తువు మీద కూడా మనం రియాక్ట్ అవుతున్నాం అంటే మరి చాలా మహత్తరమైన శక్తి ఉన్నది అని అభిప్రాయం, నా అభిప్రాయం చెప్తున్నాను.
ఐఎమ్ మల్లారెడ్డి, అడిషనల్ ఎస్పీ వరంగల్, ఇన్ఛార్జ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ Samakka Saralama Jatara being held at Medaram. This is, to my knowledge, the biggest fair Jatara in the world. We have deployed about 2,000 policemen, about 200 officers, and about 10 platoons of central forces here. This is, to my knowledge, the biggest Jatara. Nowhere in this country any deity attracts, nowhere in this world also, any deity attracts so much of pilgrims during just 2 days. Even Kumbh Mela also, it is Kumbh Melas and Pushkaras are spread over 12 days and organized in major cities where major conveyances are there. But this Jatara held in a remote corner 103 kilometers from district headquarters. No road facilities whatsoever except developed only recently. That too single roads are there. In spite of so many hardships, pilgrims are coming to the Jatara. Hence I feel it is unparalleled in the history in this world.
I am Amit Karg, ASP Muluk. This is the first experience of mine. I have just recently joined my service and I am laddered into the bandobast arrangements of this yatra. I am Srinivas Reddy Kottakota. I am ASP probationer here. I have come to Warangal for probation and lucky to have such a good exposure in this yatra. What makes this yatra unique is and distinguishes it from other festivals like Kumbh Mela, this is a place where you don't find any infrastructure. This is a forest area, thick forest, Fetur Nagaram, and between the hillocks as you see, and only once in 2 years people come and gather here, and that too in lakhs.
Rigorous preparations are being made by the tribals to give a send-off to the deities on the third day. While on the third day itself, people disperse, some out of fear of forbidden fruits, and some out of their own sheer necessity to reach home. Yet, there are here and there some hard nuts to crack, like, for example, us, who stayed back to witness and experience the third day. On the third day, though the Koyas treat and declare it as a very private affair, we managed to sneak and capture a few shots.
Here we see how the strange horn-shaped bugle is held by one of the Koyas.
One of the three men wearing the red-colored headgear and mask. Those people blowing the horns are from the Koya tribal community, belonging to the particular subsect called Irubavate. The horns, as can be seen, are antique pieces inherited from their ancestors. The circle indicates the bottle gourd, which is held by one of the three men wearing the red-colored headgear and mask. The spirit of the deity is evoked and invited to get into the bottle gourd, after which suddenly the Archaka, red-headed man, explodes with enormous tremor and trance, which is an indication to everyone around that the mother goddess has entered.
The bugle has a precise function, which is used to announce the arrival and departure of the respective deities. The Koyas are peaceful.
The horns, as can be seen, are antique pieces inherited from their ancestors. As you can see for yourself, this jatra holds no bar for anyone. People from all walks of life, caste, creed and sex, tribals and non-tribals, join this congregation to worship the Mother Goddess.
The Koyas are basically shy and very secretive about their rituals. They probably do not appreciate the idea of intruders getting intimate. At the same time, they do not object to the half a crore of non-tribal folk craving for the darshan of their very personal family deity Samaka. However, inviting the deities, evoking the deities, decorating them on the pedestal, and finally bidding them the farewell on the fourth day are exclusively the privilege of the Koya Archakas of Medaram village. Nevertheless, they are a simple lot who are not at all conscious of the attention they draw from half a crore of people during this festival. They mind their own business of fulfilling the tribal rituals to their deities' content. After all the pomp and pamper that deities receive from various devotees, it may be seen that small humble tals are used by the tribes while bidding goodbye to their deity Samaka. Thus, the gigantic and grand lady bids farewell to the congregated people. Blessing them, she leaves to her pavilion, Chilkalagutta, promising to come back on the full moon day of the Magha month 2 years later.
Kalaram